Can you tell us your name?
Milan.
Milan. Okay, Milan, you're okay with us recording today and asking you a couple questions?
Yes.
All right. So the purpose of today is I want to ask you a couple of questions about emotions and how you handle them and what happens when you start thinking about your emotions a little bit. So are you okay with that?
Yeah.
And I know that we know each other. You know, you are my cousin's daughter and we have a personal relationship, but I want you to try to just be as open and honest as possible. Share as much or as little as you want. And I'm just going to take some notes here on this piece of paper. So the way that we're going to do it is I got a couple bags of M&Ms over here. You like M&Ms?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to open these M&Ms. I'm going to have you hold it. And then each time I want you to push out one M&M. All right?
Okay.
Each M&M is going to have a purpose. It's going to have a specific question associated with it. If the question comes up more than one time, then I might have to change the question up a little bit.
Right.
Okay? So let's see what the first M&M is here. All right, you got a brown M&M. Now, brown is going to represent something that makes you angry. I was going to ask you, tell us a little bit about an emotion or a feeling that gets you really, really angry sometimes.
When Levi, my sister, is pulling my hair or doing stuff to annoy me, like hitting, scratching, and when she's throwing things at me, when she's not acting very nice, that makes me very angry.
Okay, so that overall it gets you angry, upset,
Yeah,
or angry, like you just get really
upset.
upset.
Because when she hits me, I get upset. I don't want, I'm not going to be chill with her and tell her, Levi, don't hit me.
Okay.
I'm going to tell her, Levi, don't hit me. That's not, I'm not going to.
Right.
I'm not going to hit her back, but I'm not going to.
So you use your words and you ask her not to hit you anymore.
Yeah.
But once you already feel those feelings of anger, how do you deal with it? You know, obviously you are able to get away from her and come into your own room. I see here you have a beautiful room to yourself. So do you have to do anything for yourself to cope with that anger? To deal with that anger?
Maybe I watch a video to get it off my mind.
Yeah.
And maybe I play with my little magnets.
Does that calm you down?
Yeah, they're really fun.
Okay. Thank you for answering. That was a great first question. Let's move on to the next M&M.
They're really hard to pop up on. Blue. I thought it was going to be blue.
Blue. Okay, so this is a little bit different. The blue M&Ms represent something that makes you sad. Do you have anything that comes to mind?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, when my grandpa left, that makes me sad. When people leave, when my grandma left for a job, I was sad because she went to Tennessee. And when my grandpa left back to Israel, that was sad because I know he doesn't come very often.
So it's hard for you to be long distance apart from your grandparents.
Yeah, and from family. Yeah.
So would you say that that's something that you've always had in your life, having to say goodbye?
Yeah, I don't like saying goodbye.
And does it ever get any easier?
No.
No?
It just gets harder.
It gets harder, really? As you get older, it gets harder?
Yes, because the older I get, the more I understand.
Right. So you understand how long the time actually goes by.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When I was a baby, now I'm older, so it doesn't really make sense. Yeah.
And did your grandma recently moved, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just recently
she
felt
moved.
this?
She's gonna come back, but 3-4 months, a long time.
Oh, in 3 or 4 months.
3 months.
So you recently felt this blue M&M feeling, right? And then how did you deal with that feeling once you felt it and once you found out? What was the first thing that you had to do for yourself?
Well, I kind of begged her to stay, but then she left. So I let it out and I started crying a little. I let it out, but then I kept on getting better. I texted her, I miss you. She texted me, and yeah, it just keeps getting easier and easier.
It gets easier and easier. And then do you use any sort of like FaceTime or anything to see her?
Well, she's at work a lot, so no, I called her once, yeah, because, well, I called her and I talked to her, but I was still very sad after that.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. You want to do the next M&M? We'll see what else comes up.
Orange.
Okay. Orange is something that gets you really excited. I'm going to explain a little bit about what I want to hear from you right now.
All right.
I want to know the last event in your life that you were waiting for it. You couldn't sleep at night, or you were, tossing and turning because you couldn't wait for the next morning. What was that event?
I don't really, maybe, it didn't happen, but like I'm going to. I've been thinking about this every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to surfing camp, so I'm very excited for that in the summer. And I'm also going on an RV trip.
Nice. So the surfing camp, so you're super excited about
Yeah.
that. Awesome. Do you like to surf?
I tried it once, and I was like, yeah, that's really fun. I like, I forgot what it's called, boogie boarding.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm probably gonna like surfing because I like the ocean, and I like doing things in the ocean,
I like the ocean too.
swimming. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm very excited for you too. It sounds exciting. And then the RV trip, what are you most excited about the RV trip?
That I get to be with my friends. I get to see the lake. And I like swimming, the boat that my dad got us, that we had last time we went on the RV trip. The RV, I want to see the RV.
Nice.
And I'm going to sleep on the top bunk. It's not like a bunk bed, it's like on the top of the driver. I'm excited for that.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. All right, let's see what the next M&M is.
Blue.
Okay, blue. So our last blue M&M represented sadness, which we talked a little bit about your grandma moving away for a little while and your grandpa living abroad and having to say bye to him
Yeah.
every time he comes. So I wanted to ask you the next level. So we talked a little bit about coping with what your grandma left. So coping is how you deal with that sadness, or how you deal with happiness, and how you deal with a situation is called coping.
Yeah, I figured that out when
Yeah, good. So I was going to ask you about your grandpa. When your grandpa leaves, how do you cope with that?
Same thing. I try to call him. Like when he calls, I talk to him. I ask him how he is. And then it just I'm excited to talk with him because he hasn't been so long. But then I ask him, when is he going to come back? And he said maybe soon. And I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Because maybe he's going to come and see me.
So what you do, the actual thing that you're doing here is you're calling him, and that makes you feel better, right?
Yeah.
So do you do anything for yourself, like to make it a little bit easier on yourself, or maybe when you're alone in private? Have you ever had any experiences that you have to calm yourself down? And how do you do that, if so? If you haven't, you don't have to.
No, I don't.
You don't have that? Okay.
No, but sometimes I just think about him, and I'm like, I hope he'll come soon.
Mm-hmm.
And if he will, I'm going to be very happy.
You will. I hope so too. Okay, next M&M.
Let's see, I think, I don't know what orange again.
You want to do a different one?
Yeah, sure.
Let's get a different color on the map. You can pick any color you want now.
Alright. Orange again.
You can do more orange if you want.
Okay, fine, I'll do another orange. I'm going to put this one back and mix it.
Okay. So, another thing that makes you super excited or happy. You can...
I know I do this all the time, like sometimes once a week, sometimes twice. I go to soccer, then that makes me excited to make a goal, or because I like running, I like being athletic. So I like soccer because it makes me excited to play. I like playing, and sometimes I get hit, but I don't care. That makes me excited because then I know I can do better again and try to dodge the hit. And I've done that a lot.
Oh, cool. Very nice. So
And I'm going to soccer today, too.
Awesome. Well, we won't keep you for very much longer. All right. I want you to pick another M&M.
Please don't.
It's okay. Shake it up. Shake it up. You can pick any color you
I
want.
think it's yellow, maybe. I don't know. Oh, yellow. I was right.
Okay.
Yellow.
Yellow is going to represent. Yellow is one that I don't actually have a color for, but I want you to tell me it's a free emotion. I want you to tell me about an emotion that you felt that maybe you didn't really know how to deal with it at the time.
Well, excited and happy they're kind of, well, they're the same and they're different.
Okay.
Happy is like when you're happy. Well, actually, they're kind of the same thing. An emotion, I'm not sure, but.
Were you ever in a situation where you felt like you needed help to deal with something that happened?
No, I don't No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. So, have you ever felt a sense of wonder? Like wondering about something?
Well, yeah, kind of. I was wondering what I will be like when I grow up.
You're wondering what you'll be like when you grow up?
I was wondering if I'll be a scientist, a soccer player, basketball player. I don't know what I'll be like when I grow up, but I'm very wondering and excited to see that.
So the wonder comes also with the excitement.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So when you wonder, it doesn't make you feel sad or anything like that.
No.
Okay, good.